This is gonna change everything. Yes. Yes. Welcome back to my house, where over the past few years I've been on a mission to make the exterior of my oddly shaped former dairy barn home a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. In case you've missed any of the saga, we've replaced windows, patched in brick, repaired rotted trim, painted the exterior, built a custom front door surround, and a whole lot more. But somehow, even after all of that, something still felt unfinished. So today we're adding what I'm hoping is the cherry on top. Okay. Shutters. My shutters just arrived. They're paintable. What do we think? Cool. This is the worst gray color ever, but this is gonna change everything. I ended up ordering paintable vinyl raised panel shutters from architecturaldepot.com. I did a little bit of price shopping before pulling the trigger on these, and for the sizes I needed, they had the best pricing. Plus, they offered more customization options than a lot of the other sites I looked at. I'm using Sherwin-Williams Latitude exterior acrylic latex paint in the color Stone Lion. And this is the same paint that I have used on all of my exterior doors. And I chose this color because it is what closely matches the siding that we already had on the house. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, then you've likely heard me say that I'm a self-professed snob when it comes to home design or home decor or things for your home. I prefer having the real thing or the best of the best or whatever, and I have been known to kind of turn my nose up at the fake things. And I would absolutely rather have real operable wooden shutters on my home, just because, I mean, not that I would ever use them to actually close them. I cannot think of a single situation in which I would ever close them. However, I would still like for them to be hinged and real just for the look of it, instead of having these hollow plastic shutters mounted to the house. Again, not a single thing is wrong with it. Do not misunderstand me. Clearly I'm doing it because this is what I could afford. Barely. I could barely afford to do this. Why these faux shutters cost as much as they do, I will never know. But that's with anything. Everything just costs a lot these days. But I guess what I'm saying is, like, for a piece of hollow plastic that mounts to the outside of your house, I feel like these are overpriced for what they are. However, still much cheaper than getting somebody to make custom real wood shutters that would be operable. I guess I could have tried to make them myself, but that's just a DIY that I was not interested in doing. Plus, I kind of did the math roughly, and I don't really know how much money I'd be saving if I were to make shutters myself. Purchasing these plastic ones was probably about the same cost that it would be for me to buy all of the supplies and the materials to make them out of wood. And then I would have more time invested in them. I was just not interested in making my own shutters. I don't even really want to be painting these. How long did this take? 7 minutes. And I was rambling at the same time. Would have taken less time if I was not trying to talk. Okay, so as that first coat is drying, I'm just going to wrap up my tools in some saran wrap so they don't dry out. And then I also like to cover this up with saran wrap too so it doesn't get crusty and gross. A decent sized piece of cling wrap. And then I'm just going to make sure that it touches all of the paint surface. And this is a good and effective way to keep your paint from getting gross in between coats. These will be ready to go in about an hour whenever we do the second coat. And while we're waiting, this is a perfect time for me to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Grooms, because I have not yet taken mine today. So I have never been that great at keeping up with a daily routine, and I have been trying to get better at it lately. Like I know I should be taking better care of my gut health and doing all I can as I get older to help myself out. But realistically, I am just not one who's going to keep up with a bunch of supplements every day. So that's why I started taking Grooms, because it's a daily all-in-one little snack pack. And you get to eat a full package of them. It makes it feel way more like a snack break than downing a handful of supplements to get the same benefits. They have over 20 vitamins and minerals plus 60 ingredients that include nutrient-dense and whole foods. And Grooms contains 3 times the amount of dietary fiber compared to leading greens. They contain biotin and niacinamide that support thicker hair, stronger nails, and healthy skin. And Grooms is HSA and FSA eligible for reimbursement. My husband and 2 teenagers have all been eating a pack a day because we love how great they taste. For me, it comes down to just how convenient it is. I can just grab a pack and be done. I don't have to think a lot about it. And it makes me feel like I've accomplished something good for all of us, and I could use those little wins anywhere I can get them. Grooms supports gut health, energy, immunity, recovery, beauty, and cognition. And they also have a low sugar or a sugar-free option. If you want to try Grooms for yourself, you can get up to 52% off right now using this link that you see on the screen, or I've left it in the description below. Painting the second coat is never as fun as the first because there's no instant gratification. Okay, one is completely done. Okay, well, I can't say that that's the most fun way to spend an entire afternoon, but they've all been painted twice. It's taking a very long time for these to get dry because it is so humid out and it's been raining and everything, so I don't even know that they'll be dry enough to hang up this evening. It's all just going to depend on how dry they are. I may have to wait till tomorrow. We'll resume. Okay. Now, I just got back from Home Depot. I had to get what I hope is the correct drill bit. Oh, so they came with 2 packages. This package of like plastic screws and then maybe like wood screws. And it just says drill 1/4 inch diameter holes 3 1/4 inches deep through the shutter and into the wall. Insert fastener through the shutter into the wall until snug against the shutter surface. Do not over tighten the fastener as to dimple the shutter. So what are these for? I guess if you were putting it into wood siding or something, you would use these silver screws. I don't know. I tried to look up some YouTube videos and there were just several different ways. Anyway, I don't know. All this to say is I don't really know what to do. I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I feel like it's not a big deal to just zip them in there. I do wish I had help holding them. I just got back from Home Depot buying this 1/4 inch masonry bit. Anyway, here goes nothing. Also, I don't have a hammer drill. I only have this impact. I just don't know. Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit a mortar joint like they said. Well, it's going great so far. Oh, Lord. I need another set of hands. I can't see the other side. Okay, this should not be difficult. Like, it really should not be a hard thing. It's supposed to be in a mortar joint, but it's not. How important is that? Probably pretty important. That's a dang shutter. That's so cool. It looks great. Is it crooked? How crooked is it? Well, I don't think you can tell. Seriously? What? It looks so good. Wow. I think it looks great. I'm gonna paint those little screw heads right now before I do anything else, because of course that's all we can see. Well, that was shockingly simple. I don't know why I was apprehensive to do it. I hope that if you watch this channel and you never really have done anything like this or like DIY home improvement, I hope that you know that if I can do it, you can do it too. So the rule of thumb for shutter sizing is really simple. Even if the shutters aren't operable, they should look like they are, meaning that if they were closed, that they would actually cover the entire window. And here's the unfortunate reason I couldn't follow the one shutter rule. We recently had a whole home generator installed and the electrician mounted the generator box outside of our existing service panel box. And it left me with exactly 12 inches of space between the box and the side of the window. I wish I could have had a conversation with the crew beforehand and I would have asked them to mount the box on the other side, and then I could have had appropriately sized shutters. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that big a deal. So onward we go. If you notice that the window on the left doesn't have a grill, yeah, me too. Either it didn't get shipped with our window order or somehow maybe got lost during the many months of renovation chaos, or maybe it was accidentally thrown away. I honestly have no idea, but someday I will have a grill made for this window. And while we're acknowledging unfinished things, that is a sheet hanging up in the window, in case you couldn't tell. Someday I'll have an actual window treatment too. But home takes time. A lot of time.